Now, Gaz, if you remember this time last week up in Sydney, you were on the receiving end of some very shabby treatment.
I was. What was it about again?
Remember, they didn't. You
needed
photo ID.
Yeah,
they wouldn't
that's right.
admit you.
Yeah,
And the car didn't pick you up.
That's been addressed.
All sorts of things. So I believe you went interstate yesterday. Yeah. I trust the treatment was more
first class.
befitting of a.
I think that it resonated and got round the hotel chains.
A lot better.
A lot better. Thank you, Chieftain.
Car was there.
Car was there.
Chief.
Took my own, Chief.
You should have seen the way he rolled. Did you not? She didn't see last night. Bill and I get to the airport. Channel 9 are there.
Oh, because they flew another airline to me.
Everything I'm telling you is true, Chief, so just take it as a 100% fact with no mayo. We arrived.
No mayo.
Just for a change.
We're told via text that
I didn't get that.
The 9 news crew are going to be out there, and at which point Bill said, "We're as big as the Beatles." And I said, "Which Beatle are you, Bill?" And he said, "Ringo Harrison." Anyway, down the lift, the escalator we go. There's Warren Tredders, superstar himself, with the camera crew. So we happily jump in and give him what he wants, which is great to be here. It's going to be fantastic tomorrow night, all the rest of it. Unbeknownst to us, Gary's coming down the escalator behind us. Nipsied his way off to the left.
Bit of fresh air.
Fresh-aired the Port Adelaide Premiership captain. Then he goes walking briskly away.
Oh.
So the cameraman obviously spotted him and said to Warren, "Gary's just walked down there."
How could he spot me when he's interviewing you two?
Gary,
I couldn't interrupt an interview that was in place.
So then,
Progress.
we realised exactly what he was trying to do. So we very quickly made our way in the same direction. Gary jumps into a limo with the tinted windows, tries to sneak off in the car. Bill stands in the middle of the road so the car can't go any further. At which point, sort of paparazzi entourage style, the bloke starts shooting Gary through the glass of the window, at which point a couple of seconds later he hits the button, down comes the window, he holds an interview with Warren Tredders through the open window with his sunnies still on.
Well,
is that true,
Tredders is probably lucky he got anything after all. I mean, if it's not, hang on, if it's not on your original agenda that you're given, let's be brutally honest. The Wolf's got bigger fish to fry
Our network.
than some lightweight interview in a country town midweek. Give me a spell, will you?
You can't be treating the
Not
man
Tredders,
like
mate.
Premiership captain.
4-time All-Australian,
And
consecutively.
A part of our network, Chief.
Hall of Fame member.
It's not like it was 7 or 10.
And a good guy.
I repeat, lightweight stuff, Jim. You save your guns for the big stuff.
It was as fresh a batch of air as you've ever given anyone, Gary.
When do I get right of reply?
Well, just let me ask, is any of what I just said incorrect?
No.
Right, good.
Violently ill.
Battling through it again.
Like viral meningitis times 5. So I didn't want to be infecting others.
Nah, of course not.
I needed to get to my room, get into bed and start sweating it out for a couple of days, Chief.
Yep.
So I could do what I was paid to do.
Yep.
And come back here and be with you. And I'm only here. I'm temporarily here until...
Have a listen to him, will you?
Until
I can't believe
the doc
what I
gets here, and I wouldn't be surprised if he sends me home.
I'll tell you, lightweight stuff. He's branded Warren Tredders.
I didn't.
In a country town.
And a country town.
Well, where was it?
Adelaide, which has got Brisbane covered with every single base.
Country town.
No, it's a
Don't knock
magnificent
Brisbane.
place. No, Brisbane, please. And let me just tell you this. The reason he got the beautiful treatment he got is because of the class of the city, Gary.
Oh, nothing wrong with
Intercontinental people were magnificent.
They were, and first rate everything was, Jim. The whole town, I went over to Adelaide Oval, I had a good look around there.
Magnificent.
It was a quiet time, it was great. The venue last night was great, the show was great.
Yes.
Slight slip up one stage, but that's all right. And then got home today.
So you had a wonderful experience other than the fresh air you gave Warren Tredders at the airport, which was just disgraceful.
Well, you've had the lasso of truth around me. You know how crook I was.
Gary, there's no excuse for giving a man of his standing in that town what you gave him, which was nothing.
I had the shakes and the heavy sweats.
And what did you call him, Chief?
He called him.
We're talking about Tredders, aren't we?
Yeah. What'd you call him?
LW.
What was that?
Lightweight.
I think we actually may have the man on the line.
Are we on air? Are we on air?
Yes.
I know.
Who have we got on the line there, please?
G'day, Flogs. How are we?
How you going, LW?
Yeah, no worries, boys.
Chief's just branded you lightweight. Down the bottom here, purple.
Well, I am I am compared to him.
Well, 4-time All-Australian,
In a row?
premiership
No,
captain.
he's talking literally.
I'm talking scales.
Yeah, correct.
And I need to talk to you about the treatment you got from Gary at the airport because I've never seen anything like it.
Well, I have to tell you, JB, there was hesitation in the newsroom here in Adelaide who's going to go down and interview the boys. And I don't normally start till about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. They rang me and said, can you come down? Because the boys, well, here might be a little bit of hard work. And then when I walked in, I saw it quite literally. If it wasn't for the boom gate, we wouldn't have got the promo story to air. That boom gate and Bill Brownless lying on the road, stopping the car going past, forced the interview to happen. So
Tredders. The bloke was crook, though. What about cutting him some slack?
I did. He wound down the window. And he spoke to us, which was nice, but he was sort of forced to. So I appreciate that we eventually got it to him.
Tredders, speak to my people before you...
Can't believe it.
Book them in, mate, and then
And-
we'll have a look at them.
And
Sheets up front.
I also understand that as you were actually putting the news bulletin to air, you were copping a heckling from behind.
Yeah, I think there was two,
yes.
and that was yourself, JB. And
Yes.
I'm not sure. Well, lucky our camera didn't pick it up. You boys were in the background, and then I went back and checked the audio, and there was a bomb that didn't actually get to air. So it would have been slightly embarrassing in the 6 p.m. news.
Let
There
me
might have
tell
been
you
something in the background.
Exactly what happened. We're doing a sound check up on the main stage, right? And as we're doing it, doing the, oh, g'day, can everyone hear us? Welcome. And I've done a bit of a Run the Footy show. And then I said, there I can see Warren Treadray, the great man over there doing his news. Yeah, I thought he was getting ready to cross. I said, that Damo's got a big story, was he? You're not getting it, so don't think. And then Buffett here goes, that's right, and drops an F-bomb.
And he's actually live
Whilst
doing his cross.
he's doing his
Chief.
cross.
Jim.
I had no idea he was on air.
Jim, someone of your experience
And
should know
Chief,
better.
that's
Yeah,
right.
there should
And
have-
I think it was deliberate.
There should have been like a light flashing or something. Well, as soon as I saw there was no light, I thought he was fair game.
Hey, Tredders, I reckon you're lucky it was just the F-bomb.
Yeah, well, I think so too. Well, it's always good, boys, to call in from the newsroom in Adelaide, get called a lightweight, get called an F-bomb. So, you know what? You boys can get stuffed.
That's
Good
it, was
comeback.
beautifully
Good
handled.
comeback.
Righto.
Right, ship off.
Well done, Was. We look forward to hearing you across the weekend.
See you, boys.
There, mate.
Seven.
So anyway, we got it done in the end, Purple.
You did.